Hello and welcome to the Nintendo Pipeline Podcast. I'm your host, One Up Muffin, but you can call me Jared. And with me today is...
Hey, it's me. It's CMM. You can call me Clay, because my name is just letters.
Wow, amazing.
Amazing.
And with us today is a special guest. Do you want to introduce yourself?
I am the incarnate of the best Pokemon ever, Connor, also known as the owner of SeafoamGaming, but you can call me a Brakeson.
Call you what?
A Brakeson.
Oh, okay.
My favorite character in Pokken Tournament.
Basically.
Awesome. Is that what you want us to call you for this episode?
Yeah, just call me Connor.
Oh, Connor. Okay. Not a Brakeson. Okay. So today, in the spirit of the holidays, we are here to talk about holiday gaming memories and games that remind us of the holidays. So we're going to start with our favorite holiday memories. We'll go around. Let's start with Connor. Why don't you share with us your favorite holiday memory? For a gaming-related holiday memory.
Dang it. I can't share about the time I got someone coal for Christmas. Okay, I did get my cat coal as a joke, but in seriousness, my favorite holiday memory is pretty heavy to me. So for those who don't know, because I do a web show about memories and stuff I grew up with, I had a very, very rough first 8 years of my life, and in 2006 I was adopted, freed from that, and in better spirits. So that Christmas I got actual presents, like more than, I would in poverty. So one of the things I wanted badly was a Nintendo DS Lite because Pokemon Ranger was coming out, and I heard you could do that to get some in Diamond and Pearl, which I was also looking forward to. So because of that, I was like, oh, I want a DS. But my grandparents were like, well, that's expensive, Connor. You sure you don't want just a Game Boy Advance game? I was like, I have lots of Game Boy Advance games already. I kind of want a DS to see what the hubbub is about. So, come Christmas Day, I open my presents. I get a lot of fun toys and stuff. I got Hot Wheels. I got, I think one GameCube game I wanted. Yeah, Harry Potter Quidditch World Cup. And
Classic.
while I opened all those games and all the stuff, I noticed there was no DS, and I was like, that's weird. Then I think the fourth to last present I opened up was Pokemon Ranger, and I was like, oh my god, I got Pokemon Ranger, but no DS. So I was like, oh wow, they're gonna do this to me, aren't they? And sure enough, after all the presents were opened, Grandma went behind a tree in the corner of the basement and pulled out a giant box, and I opened it up, and a black DS Lite was inside. I spent all of winter break just destroying my new touchscreen with Pokemon Ranger.
Yeah.
And then I got the Manaphy egg, and it had a timer saying, I think it counts how many days you've had the Manaphy egg, and I was like, oh my god, April, that's so far away. And yeah, gave me something to look forward to in 2007, and Pokemon Pearl was another game that made the DS for me. So my DS relationship started with Christmas 2006.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. That's really special.
That is a nice story. I like that.
I don't remember when I got my DS. I forget if it was a holiday present or like a birthday present.
Oh, I remember. I remember mine.
It would have been around... When did Mario 64 DS come out?
2004.
Launch day.
Like what month?
November.
November.
So it probably was the holidays then.
Yeah, I knew of the DS Fat when it came out because my mom and my aunt got a magazine that had it on the front, and I was like, Mario 64 on the portable? Please buy me. And my mom was like, we don't have money. We can't get that. So I was like, okay. And there was nothing of interest besides that until Ranger came out, because what else was I going to play? Pokemon Dash? God, no.
I got Feel the Magic. I love Feel the Magic.
Wait, is that the sequel to XY Feel the Magic, or no?
Like that, yeah, that game specifically.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah, that's a great game.
Yeah.
Sequel is the Rub Rabbits, which is...
Yeah, a great title. I haven't played the game, though. Clay, do you want to share your holiday memory with us next?
Sure. I have a bunch over the years.
Wow.
One that
time
was...
for a bunch.
Wow, okay. One recently that was a total surprise to me. I don't remember how many years ago now. it's kind of similar to Connor in that it was like a Christmas present. But my folks surprised me with a Virtual Boy.
Oh,
And,
wow.
yeah, and it is beautiful. It was they found it. I think they found it on eBay or something, and it had everything, which was not like boxed or anything, but like it had the eye shield and like all that stuff. Basically, everything that I needed to actually like practically use it. And I actually had already owned Virtual Boy Wario Land for it. I'd found it at a tag sale like several years prior, and I just grabbed it because it was cheap, and I'd always wanted to play that game. So that day, I spent a good amount of time playing Virtual Boy Wario Land for the first time, and it was very nice.
That's really sweet.
Like, I want to say it was like in the 2010s. So
you weren't exactly a young lad.
No, I wasn't a young one, but it was
Yeah.
it was kind of like it felt like childhood just being able to play that game finally after all those years.
That's honestly way cool, and probably before the Virtual Boy prices exploded, because even like
Yeah.
in 2013, I saw one at a local game store that was an arcade as well. It was like, what, $80? I wish it was $80 still.
Yeah. I don't know what it was going for at the time, but I would have to assume it was something in that, that
Gaming
price
prices
range.
have gotten terrible.
Yeah.
I'm glad I don't collect anymore, really.
Yeah, I'm glad I did most of or pretty much all of my collecting already.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much the only, like, old Nintendo thing I ever got on Christmas that I wanted, like his Virtual Boy, Donkey Kong 2 Game & Watch. Grandma won an eBay auction for $25, and I somehow got
That's
it.
amazing.
I'm glad I did, because, Jesus, I could never be a Game & Watch collector.
Yeah.
No, it's too expensive.
So I'm curious, what is your memory? Is it of the time that your parents smashed your Nintendo because you weren't doing your homework?
That didn't happen. I have a really quick one and then the real one. The really quick one is I was really excited for Mario Galaxy. That was one of the first like games I was truly like excited for getting like over the holidays. So I was very happy to get that, very excited. But the one I want to share that's more interesting was the Wii launch, which it was like an early holiday present since it was released in November.
Ooh, yeah.
But we were looking everywhere for the Wii. We were looking and looking. Every store, no stores had it, and we got like a call. It was like, hey, like, or someone was in line. We were like in line at like a Best Buy or something. And then someone was like, yo, I like, they're out of stock here, but I heard that Toys R Us just got like a bunch of bundles. So we like booked it over there to the Toys R Us, which is closed now, rest in peace. And I worked at this Toys R Us later on. Not relevant to the story, but yeah. But we got there. I was so excited. We were in line. They said they had enough stock. You had to buy one of those crappy bundles, though.
Oh, yeah.
So they gave you like Joy-Con protectors, a stand. It's an okay stand.
I love Joy-Cons on the Wii.
Or the Wiimote, the Wiimote covers, which I never used. I always raw dogged those.
Oh my god!
I didn't like the Wiimote condoms.
Yeah,
they're uncomfortable. Yeah, but from like the game selection they chose, I got Twilight Princess, of course, but from their they made you choose from like 5 crappy games, and the one I chose was Raving Rabbids.
Let's go.
I played more of that than I would have otherwise, but it's got some fun shooting gallery mini games. That's my holiday memory.
That's better than Banana Blitz.
Oh yeah, I remember
the choices were like a Madden game, Raving Rabbids, and like some other just like terrible shovelware. I think I made an okay choice.
I camped out for a Wii at Walmart on like launch night, which I guess is kind of holiday because again it was close. I remember I also grabbed Raving Rabbids And that cow swinging minigame?
Yeah.
Yeah, my friend was doing that and like smacked himself in the head with
God. Did anyone break anything with their Wii?
I almost did. I got mine in 2007 because my mom got one. I don't know where she got one, or how she afforded one, but she gave it to me as a late birthday present with Mario Party 8 because I wanted Mario Party 8. And I remember the first night I got home and played it, I shook the Wii remote for that stupid soda game, and it shot up and hit my fan right above me, and it spun around, and I was convinced I almost broke the light bulb, but no, it hit the blade, which is made of wood, so I was fine, but that was scary.
I remember the cow milking minigame from Mario Party 8. That's pretty much the only thing I remember from that game.
I don't even remember that.
You just had to shake your Wiimote furiously.
Yeah, see, Shake It Up is the game that comes up in every Mario Party 8 story. Like, before...
It's hell.
Yeah, before you even said that, Connor, I was like, he's gonna talk about Shake It Up. Actually, it's kind of funny. Excuse me, you guys we all kind of gave, like, except for Connor, we all kind of gave, like, slightly, like, newer memories. I know
that was I'm a lot younger than you.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm aging like milk during this conversation.
I'm 23 and I feel like a fossil. I still remember the 3DS launch, like, photographically.
Yeah, I do as well, but like...
but go on, Clay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I guess another game that'll always be associated with Christmas for me is Donkey Kong Country, because my folks got me the Super Nintendo with Donkey Kong Country bundle when I was younger. They still make fun of me to this day about that memory. And all the snow levels and stuff in Donkey Kong Country just remind me of Christmas.
Oh. Wait, I think I got my N64 on the holidays because it was like a joint present between me and my sister.
Mm-hmm.
And we loved that. I forget which game we got it with. Maybe it was Mario Kart or a Mario Party. It might have been Mario Party 2.
Mine had I don't know if my folks got a bundle or if they like just picked something out, but the game that I got with my N64 was also around the holidays, and it was Diddy Kong Racing.
Oh, great one. Yeah, I didn't get that till later. Most of my N64 stuff, that was in the days where we were doing a lot of Blockbuster renting, so I didn't own a ton of those games until later. Like Mario 64, I think I just played from like renting it a few times.
You know how Blockbuster, you could like, you could buy stuff too, and sometimes they would sell the rental versions.
Yeah.
I had the brilliant decision to buy Batman Forever on Super Nintendo.
Nice. Do you still play
it? That is a game best left remembered, not so much played. And even remembering it is a mistake.
Want to know what 2 games came with my Super Nintendo I got at a flea market?
Which ones?
Batman Forever and Ultraman to the Future.
So you also know my pain with Batman Forever.
Yes, and I don't really know much about Batman to begin with, so imagine playing that game and being the most exposed to Batman I've ever been, besides like the Justice League Cartoon Network show, I guess, or Crypto. Yeah, I don't watch much.
Yeah, as a kid, I played the crap out of Batman Forever, and I kind of associate that game with Christmas too, and I don't really know why. I think does the movie take place in winter or near the holidays or something? I don't even remember.
The only Batman thing I've seen on TV is that 60s show, and that was a fun one.
I love Adam West Batman. That's my favorite. Is there any like thing for you, Connor? So you mentioned the DS Lite. Is there any like? I mean, I imagine that Pokemon Ranger is kind of like a very like Christmassy game for you. Is there any other game that you associate with the holidays on DS?
On a DS, well, I do remember like I got that Mario Miniland Mayhem game That was a Christmas
Oh,
gift.
yeah.
But I think one that was more noteworthy to me was the final Pokemon Ranger game, Guardian Signs. Because I have a funny story about this one, too. So, it came out like, what, a month or two before Christmas? And I was a kid, I couldn't buy my own stuff. So I was like, oh, Pokemon Ranger? I want this. I need it. It was like 2009, 2010. So I was like begging my grandma, give me it for Christmas, please. And Christmas came, and I did not get the game, which is unusual because it was my most wanted game. I got other stuff, but I didn't get that one. So I was like, oh well. And I just accepted it and was like focused on other things like my iPod Touch or whatnot. And then a day before we went to Minnesota for vacation, because we used to go up to the North Minnesota area to vacation in the cabin area, which like wilderness, snow, basically winter paradise for better or worse.
Yeah, speaking of places that will remind you of winter all the time, Minneapolis.
No, we were like near Aitken, that high up. That's
how
high we go. But yeah, basically, I was like, oh man, I didn't get Ranger Guardian Signs. And then Grandma was like, oh, hi Connor, come in here. And we went to the closet, and buried underneath who knows what, Pokemon Ranger Guardian Signs left in a bag that she forgot to put out on the Christmas tree. And so I got the game day before our vacation. And so I basically, the whole vacation, I marathoned the main game and had fun destroying my DS Lite. And it was on that trip that I found out my DSi shoulder buttons were crapping out because there was a stealth mission, I think, some in the snow that you had to like go through. I don't remember, it's been ages since I played the game. And I think I had to use the shoulder buttons for something, and they stopped working. I was like, oh, my DSi is not doing good. So
yeah,
I went to
the DSi shoulder buttons are not great.
So I went to the DS Lite for a bit so I could just beat that section. Cause that's
cute.
That DS Lite still works, still has a good hinge. The only thing bad about that DS Lite is that I was an idiot, and one Christmas I got a Nerf protective shield for my DS Lite. I don't know if you've ever seen one before, but they're like foam protectors that are hard plastic that you put around the DS Lite. It feels good, protects it well, but one day I was like, I want to get rid of this. It looks bulky, it feels uncomfortable. I can't get it off. I don't know what they did, but they glued it on. They have hard plastic, and I'm scared if I whip it off, it will kill my DS hinge. So it's forever stuck.
Yeah, those are a pain to get off. I remember we would have people come in and trade in DS Lites and stuff with those on it, and it was like wrangling the freaking thing to get them off.
I think I got the bottom piece off because my grandpa just dug his nail and whipped it off, but I didn't have him do it the top piece because I was scared to break my hinge.
Yeah, that's fair. My DS Lite has a cracked hinge, but it's not like it's not super loose or anything yet.
I gotta check my DS Lite battery, see if it's fat. I don't think it is, but it still charges. But I wouldn't mind using it more often for Game Boy Advance stuff because it's a good Game Boy system.
So you had another thing you wanted to talk about one up, didn't you?
For the holidays, or
just we had another topic for today as well.
Yes, so we want to go over. I was just about to bring it to that. The holiday games that remind us of the holidays, and this could be either like a holiday or Christmas themed game, or this could be like just a very like happy snowy thing. Just anything that reminds you of the holidays. And I don't know if anyone wants to go first on that.
I've got one that's a little unconventional.
Okay, let's hear it.
So one Christmas, I must have been in like first grade. I associate this game with being like 6 years old or so. My dad got me Mortal Kombat 3, the Super
Okay,
Nintendo.
Nice.
Uh-oh.
And I loved that game. It also scared the ever-loving shit out of me. And it started my love affair with Mortal Kombat. But I was very young. Dad and I used to play together. We couldn't do like any special moves at all. We both sucked like real bad. But yeah, it was kind of it has nothing to do with Christmas. It more has to do with just like murdering the entire earth. But I associate it with Christmas because of that. And I can still hear the SNES version of the soundtrack and the grunts in my brain, and they're very not like the arcade version at all.
I really my first thought goes to like the Mario 64 snow levels, just because like I don't know, they're just so like very atmospheric and very like happy. A lot of those N64 ones, N64 and snow go together very well.
Yeah, you're right.
What do you think about the Ice Cave in Ocarina of Time?
Oh, it's wonderful. I actually didn't play Ocarina of Time like a lot until later on though, so I think it's just less associated with me, but the Ice Cave is very nice and atmospheric. The other N64, the one that really makes me think, was Free ZZ Peaks from Banjo-Kazooie, which that song comes into my head like more than I'd like it to, but it's great. And that level is so just like always brings a smile to my face. Do you guys have any other ones that remind you of the holidays?
I have one, if you're ready.
Let's hear it.
Well, I don't want to get too off topic because I worry about being rambly, so I'll try to make it short. Emphasis on try. So, I mentioned that in 2006 I was adopted, right? One of the first games I got was a spelling test reward in the fall of 2006, and that's Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Red Rescue Team. It's basically baked into my DNA that I'm a Mystery Dungeon fan, and one of the most pivotal moments in the entire story comes from a place called Frosty Forest, which is basically a very tough dungeon. For those who don't know, Mystery Dungeon's like a roguelike, but it's kind of kid-friendly, but the first game is not. It'll kick your ass. The Switch version, not so much, but it still will hate you. At the end of it, the boss is an Articuno that thinks you're invading the territory and wants to destroy you, and so you battle Articuno. Articuno is one of the favorite Pokemon of my mom's side grandmother, on my mom's side, because the movie 2000 had legendary birds. That was her favorite bird, the blue one, because it was blue and icy and nice. So encountering that fight reminded me of my grandma, which was sad enough, but there was also the fact that it was during the gauntlet of very intense emotional moments in the first Mystery Dungeon game. And Articuno is one of the hardest bosses in the main story because she has a wound clear attack that if you're a grass type or a ground type will almost one-hit kill you. Powder Snow is like a name that will scare the ever-living Jesus out of any Mystery Dungeon fan because Powder Snow is hell. And so yeah, I was a Mudkip, my partner was a Chikorita. Chikorita got murdered over and over and over again. And when I finally beat Articuno, it was weird because Articuno was like in essence of my past and the one I missed that was now departed, but I want to see more of the story, so I guess there's a bit of a metaphor for moving on from the past for me, and it's always stuck out to me. That dungeon, that boss. Even though the core game changed my life because the plot is really good, and yeah, being the ending just opened my eyes up and made me like break free of the social anxiety I had after that whole adoption, because adoptions are pretty hard for a kid to go through.
Yeah, I can only imagine.
That's amazing. I don't think any game has that big of an effect on me.
I like how I'm like, yeah, we killed people at Christmas in Mortal Kombat, and then Connor has this like real like heartfelt memory. You know, another game. We talked about this briefly before we started recording, but the first game I will always think of when it's Christmas, despite having not played it, is Christmas Nights, and I really want to play Christmas Nights still.
I've only seen videos of it too, but it gets the vibes down very well.
Yeah.
Isn't Sonic in that one? And doesn't he look all funny?
Yeah, you can unlock Sonic in Christmas Nights, because there's like different presents that you can unlock. And the whole thing is kind of just like a demo for regular nights, but it's so unique.
It's a bonus stage more than a demo because it's not in the real game.
No, it's not in the real game, but it kind of functions as like it was a promo disc.
Is it like a reskin of another level, or is it a fully new level?
I want to say it's a reskin, but I'm not positive on that.
All I know is that when I see that Sonic model, I think of Sonic Schoolhouse, and then I go, "My name is Sonic. Click on me for help."
I had Sonic Schoolhouse as a kid as well, and I don't want to even speculate on how much time I spent on that stupid game.
That model will forever make me laugh. And also it's in Sonic Jam, I think. But it's maybe a bit different there. All I know is that the Extreme model was used in Sonic Schoolhouse, and that's just funny as shit to me.
That is actually really funny, because as a kid I have a lot of memories reading, there was this game magazine called Game Fan at the time. Was it Game Fan? I think it was Game Fan.
I think Game Fan was one.
They had a 3-part feature on Sonic Extreme. I only had like the issue that was like part 2 or something, but I'd always wondered as a kid what happened with that game, and then found the sad result when I was older.
Mm-hmm.
You played a true Sonic Extreme though as a kid. You played Sonic Schoolhouse. The model lived on.
Yeah, that's true. You know, Jade Gully, was it not Jade Gully? Oh my god.
Fun Gully.
No, it was, I forgot the name of the winter area that was like shown a lot for Sonic Extreme, but I associate that with Christmas a lot too for some reason.
The Christmas game I always think of first, even though I've also never played it, is the Elf Bowling series.
Oh my god.
Which I've heard is absolutely atrocious, but they've released it on at least DS, but maybe on other systems too. Is it on the Wii shop?
Not the shop. I swore I saw it on a physical disc. Maybe
Yeah, I want to say it's at retail. I always found funny that the DS version is called Elf Bowling 1+2, as if you're getting 2 dramatically different games there.
Just like East Book 1 and 2. It's a miracle.
Yeah, except I think East is probably a lot better. At least I hope so.
Are there any like pure Christmas, like other pure Christmas games that like are like memorable or people have played? I can't really think of many like true like holiday themed games.
Santa Claus Saves the Earth. No.
What was this? No. There was this DOS game I had as a kid, and I had as a, you know, next stretch for what it was, because it was, you know, downloaded or mm-hmm. you know, on a floppy or something.
You stole it. I get it.
Yeah, I don't know if I stole it or not. I'll be real honest. It was like Santa. You basically had to collect presents as Santa. It's like only like 5 levels long. It was made to be like played by kids, but I remember playing that a decent amount. It wasn't anything. It was just like a, you know, a normal platformer. It was pretty for a DOS game.
Yeah. I don't have much DOS memory. Like, there's always DOS games that I want to try because they sound super interesting, but like it's generally the ideas are super interesting. They're hard to get into though.
There are 2 computer games I played growing up that stick out to me, and I don't think they're Christmassy. Pajama Sam and Donald Duck Going Crackers. I don't think there's snow in any of them.
Yeah. I kind of associate Cosmo's Cosmic Adventure with Christmas for some reason. I'm not really sure why. I don't know if it's the palette or the sound. I don't know what it is. It's not very Christmassy, but like I just kind of imagine... I think I just associate like DOS games in general with like Christmas time. Just something comfy about them.
I'm trying to think of like... Now I'm just thinking of like what's the best snow in gaming.
Oh my god. Man. There was a game I had in mind, and it's kind of just completely slipping my mind now. I mean, you could talk about like, you know, the snow courses in Diddy Kong Racing, or you know,
I like those holiday tracks in Mario Kart Tour. There's some actually good holiday tracks there. I forget the titles of them. I think Vancouver is one.
Wait, what? Yeah. The Real City?
Yeah, there's Real City courses in Mario Kart Tour. They're generally pretty short tracks.
Yeah.
But if I remember, I think Vancouver has like a lot of like lights around. It's very nice.
Yeah, Vancouver's probably the best of the city tracks, but they also have that specific Christmas track for Tour, and I can't remember its name either. They bring it around at holiday times. It's a unique track.
There is.
Tour's pretty good. It's not horrible.
I just remembered something now that you mentioned Mario stuff. 3D World, there was this one level, I don't know the name of it, but if you've seen a speed one, you know it. So there was this level with the shoe, and in the Switch version, you can be super fast already. My favorite level in the game is that level, because you can just mash the crouch button, get in a shoe, and then I don't think it's a shoe, but it's on the shoe level.
It's the ice skate, I think.
The ice skate, yeah. You mash the crouch button on the ice where the skate is, and then just hover jump with the Tanuki suit, and you like zoom all around the level until the warp pipe, and it was like amazing.
Yeah, I've not done it myself, but I've seen video clips. That's a really cool level too. You can in Mario 3D World, I think you can push snowballs around at some of the levels too, and that's very, very cute.
You can throw them around.
Yeah.
And that game's like winter music is very Christmassy to me.
Mm-hmm.
It is, and it's honestly annoying to the point it's stuck in my head, so I don't know if I love it or hate it, because it's like, da-da-da.
I hear it in my brain right now on repeat.
And also it fits well with Toad's voice, because Toad's the fastest character, and you hear his noise anytime you crouch, so like I just hear, whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah, it's funny. There are actually a lot of like holiday. Oh, I remember the game I was trying to remember.
Mm-hmm.
That one stage in Elite Beat Agents. Everyone knows, unless you guys don't know. But
I've only played a little bit of that game.
I had it and my cartridge bricked.
So there is a game or a stage in there, and every stage in Elite Beat Agents is like a vignette. There's someone who has an issue and you have to go and help them or whatever. And this stage is kind of like it's a little past midpoint. But there's this dad who's coming home to see his daughter for Christmas. And the long story short is that the dad gets into an accident and fucking dies. The game involves like conjuring his ghost essentially, and the ghost shows up if you pass the game. The ghost shows up and gives the girl a gift. If you failed the game, the ghost just doesn't show up, and the girl is like very upset. And it's a unique stage in that game because it has some kind of neat like theming stuff going up to it. But I think it's most people's probably like most memorable stage in that game, and it's directly a Christmas stage, so I can't not think of that.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Want to know what that story of like the stage reminds me of? The Jack Frost movie of the Living Snowman.
Oh my god.
It's almost the same.
Of the Angry Video Game Nerd video on the Home Alone game.
Oh, that was good too.
God.
Yeah, that game looked really bad, but that's a Christmas movie.
Yeah, it is a Christmas movie.
Oh, I thought of two other Nintendo 64 ones that have very nice snowy vibes, and they both relate to the Mario 64 Penguins. It's the Mario Party 3 board in the snow.
Oh, yeah.
Chilly Waters. I love Mario Party 3 visuals. They still hold up really well.
I'd love to play it.
The which one?
I'd like to play it someday. Mario Party 3.
It's really fun. It has like a little bit of like the Paper Mario look to it. Like it's got some like cool like it makes the art hold up really well because it's still like that pre-rendered look of like 2 and 1, but a little more stylized.
Yeah, also, it's got like a pop-up book kind of thing going on.
It's very, very cool. That might be my favorite. I'm always torn between that and 2. But yeah, that one come up, and then the murder mystery level in Paper Mario 64 in the nice snowy village is also another good one. Also relating to the little Mario 64 penguins are in both of those levels.
Nothing screams Christmas like throwing the baby off the cliff.
Yeah.
Those penguins were the funniest thing to me as a kid, because they always made funny noises. The mom was always like really picky and somehow knew that two penguins that looked the same were not the same. And who owns that penguin that is not her baby? Because it just wanders around on top of like the chimney. It's like, what?
I like to imagine that the mother penguin just like knows the stench of her child.
Oh. God, does anyone have any last holiday memories they'd like to share? We got some extra time here.
Animal Crossing GameCube was kind of...
Oh my god, yeah.
And
How the hell did I
City
forget that?
I guess
that's
it's a
great
double
vibes.
feature.
Oh my god.
Because I got Animal Crossing in 2008 because, I shit you not, I just want to play the NES games. And I got addicted on the main game because the NES games are hard to get without a cheat code. So
Yeah,
I was
they
like,
are.
oh, I guess I have to play the actual game. And I ended up falling in love with it. So much that when the neighbor moved out, I cried, like,
Oh.
intensely. So come Christmas, I build snowmen. And I think in order to get the snowman furniture, you had to build them perfectly or else they get mad at you. And it was really annoying because I was like, I have a perfect snowman. And then it said, no, you suck. And I was like, why? So I had my grandmother come in, the one on my dad's side I live with, for, so I don't make people think, oh, my grandma came back from the dead to help me with Animal Crossing.
That would be a Christmas miracle.
But no, she came and helped me because she somehow, I guess, knew how to build a snowman in real life and was, like, able to help me. And so, yeah, she helped me do that. And then City Folk came out, because, I got it for, like, earlier that December. She helped me do it in that game, too. And we had a great time together, and she even played her own profile with me. So I had to help her save and stuff, because no auto-saving back then.
Right.
That's really
Those
nice.
really good memories, because building snowman's getting those furniture was just a lot of fun, and it helped bring the family together, even though Grandpa never wanted to play games.
I have cursed memories of snowmen, mostly because I didn't do too much with them in the GameCube one, but I did do a lot with them in New Horizons, and I've constantly messed up perfect snow boys.
Do they still get mad at you if you messed them up?
They don't get mad at you, they're just more disappointed at your lack of finesse. Like, he's like, oh, I was close to being perfect. They, like, lament their existence.
Oh.
Aw, man, because in the GameCube one, I swore they outright just were like, this isn't a white, like, a proper body, or something like that, and they get really not nice at you, and it's funny.
Yeah,
I do like
they
that.
got a
about
lot
the
nicer
GameCube
in
one.
later games, everything.
Yeah.
I need to check out the holiday New Horizon stuff. I didn't check that out last year.
Oh, there's a lot of it, because you have the snow boys, you have the snowflakes that you can catch, and then there's also the ornaments that you can shake out of trees.
Oh, that's so cool. I need those. Are the Zodiac things part of that or no?
I think that's for New Year.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
I forget how that whole thing works. But yeah, Animal Crossing Winter is like a whole ass vibe.
Yeah. Oh my god, they have don't they have special music for it too? For like winter music.
I think on Toy Day you get a different song, the GameCube one. At least
Yeah. Like Jingle has his own event theme. But yeah, I spent a lot of time with GameCube and New Horizons, but with GameCube Animal Crossing in the winter. I can still hear the snow stomp sound effect, like when you're running through snow.
Oh, in the GameCube one?
Yeah.
I can think of that crunch too. Yeah.
Yeah. I like with New Horizons they kinda added some little things like the Nook store like decorates with a Christmas tree and stuff. Little things like that. The town center has a little Christmas tree.
I'll have to check that out. I really liked how snow looked in New Leaf. Like the 3DS just has this like weird filter on things.
Yeah.
And I like how that looks. It's a good. I can't even explain it. Can you describe like the 3DS?
I know what you mean, but like I don't know how to.
It's like how 3DS like handles like reflections or lights.
Ooh, yeah, it looks really nice. I don't play New Leaf as much because I remember when it came out and didn't have voice chat. I was like, oh, I'm out. But I do like how it looked, and a lot of 3DS games on that system have a nice look to them, especially in winter areas, because, like, Bravely Default and Bravely Second have the snow area. I think it's Adia's homeland, and it's, like, really gorgeous. That's one of my favorites.
Oh, yeah. That game is striking in general. I like how those games look.
I think it even has a godly music track that accompanied the Snow Village, and, like, I want it on my iPod yesterday.
Snow music and winter music in games tends to be just really good. I don't know what it is, but it nails that kind of that vibe. You know, I think of the Donkey Kong Country snow area. I think it's World 4. But there's the second stage in there is the ice cave.
Oh god.
The ice cave stage.
The DKC really the DKC 1 Ice World will forever be burned in my brain because of how a video clip of, I think, the outside stage where that secret barrel is to the top left of the opening. That stage will be burned in my retinas because it's associated with the most legendary meme in video history. And that's, if you don't like Donkey Kong Country, you are stupid. From Bill the Clinton Lears, that Navigator show.
Oh my god.
That's so good.
Because that rant is what he says over a clip of, like, him going to the bonus level of that stage, and I'm like, I can't get enough of it.
We should bring back gaming in the Clinton years.
God, he did come back briefly.
He did gaming in the Trump years, and it was like Zero Time Dilemma, and I think people didn't like it because it spoiled the ever-living crap out of that game, like, without warning.
Oh my god.
And then he did some ARG that was, like, weird as hell, and then deleted a bunch of videos, then reinstated a bunch. He reinstated them all, and then just vanished from the internet. It's weird. He's a weird guy. George
Wood.
Yes.
Can't believe we're talking about George Wood on the holiday.
Last game for me is the Super Nintendo Mario All Stars. I really like those snow levels. That's my last thing.
Oh, in Mario 1?
Mario 1 and Lost Levels, yeah.
Yeah, they added some nice themes to that. I can't play that
first
version,
game looks. Oh, okay. It feels weird, yeah.
I was gonna say, Mario 1 has snow, and then I remember, wait, Mario Bros. Deluxe got rid of it. It was All-Stars that had it.
Yeah, only All-Stars.
I grew up with Deluxe, so that's just my version.
Yeah. Deluxe has, like, really cool features. It's just so limited by the size of the screen.
Yeah, I never had All-Stars growing up.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I played at a friend's... I played at a friend's house growing up, and I liked it, and then they released it on the Wii. This is just a stupid, I was stupid as a kid moment, but I remember being so worried because my Wii had a bad dual-disc laser.
Oh, yeah.
That I emailed Nintendo's customer support before the Mario All-Stars pack came out, and I was like, can you please tell me if the game will run on the Wii without a dual-layer lens? I'm scared Mario 3 is too big for the Wii. I'm not kidding. I emailed Nintendo worried sick that, like, all the Mario games on that disc would, like, be too much for the Wii to handle. And it's like, I think the smallest game on the Wii disc size because it's like a WOM.
Yeah.
Right, that's so funny.
They charge $50 for a, like, 1 megabyte ROM. It's tragic.
And I thought it was dual layer as a kid for some stupid reason.
I'm sorry, man, when I was a kid, I didn't even know what dual layer was, so you were ahead of me.
Yeah, I only knew because my Smash Bros. Brawl acted up, and I looked up, and they were like, oh, yeah, the lens is bad. And I was like, shit, I have to avoid dual layer games. So no Metroid ever M for me.
Yeah,
you didn't miss out on much.
We camped out for Smash Bros. Brawl, and one of my friends went home with it, and her Wii decided that it didn't like dual layer games, so that was a fun day for her.
Oh no. Alright. Well,
yeah.
That was I unless anyone has any last minute things, I think
Okay,
it's time to wrap it up.
I have one final Megaton to basically drop fast. So Gates in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Gates Infinity, the fourth Mystery Dungeon game in the PMD subseries. That final dungeon is a gigantic ice palace, and for me, it wanes out as probably the best ice level in any game ever because it has the best music as you approach that final hallway. I can't spoil the final boss because Xeno's ridiculous. It must be seen to be believed, and the story is good. But the music, holy shit, it's like, I can't describe it. It's like, it feels like true final music, as if this is the final battle of all destinies, and afterwards you will just, this is the end of everything in your life. And it's like, stuck out so much to me that even with Super Mystery Dungeon being my favorite game of all time, that Gates Infinity final dungeon song, honest to God, I told my grandma, and I still have this planned, I want it as my funeral song. It's that climactic. The Ice Palace from Mystery Dungeon Gates Infinity is the pinnacle of all ice levels, just because of the epicness and the finality.
Dang, I'm gonna have to watch that on YouTube because I suck at those games.
Yeah, I'll see a video of
that. I'm in my mind right now. I'm seeing another Christmas associated character, even that it's not Christmas, but it's snow, and that is those bear chase levels in Crash 2, which are all snowy. But there's that giant bear with the really smug look on his face, and that embodies my Christmas spirit right now.
I feel it. Well, from us at Nintendo Pipeline to everybody, we hope everyone here has a great holidays. If you'd like to hear more of our content, you can go to our YouTube channel at Nintendo Pipeline Podcast. You can also find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, etc. We have a blog at nintendopipeline.wordpress.com. And there's also a link to our fantastic Discord there. And I wanted to thank Clay and Connor for being in this episode. And Connor, is there anywhere people can find you online that you'd like to share?
It's my moment to shine. But in all seriousness, yeah, hello everyone. It's me, Connor from SeafoamGaming. I run a review website I've done since 2014 where I cover indie games, big games, and just games I find need to cover. I'm going to do a Valis collection review tomorrow on the website. You can find it at SeafoamGaming.com. And my YouTube channel, where I share more memories like I did today. I have a Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team episode, in fact, that goes into more detail. YouTube.com/SeafoamGaming. Like Seafoam Islands and gaming together, one word. That's where you can find me. And I'm on Twitter, where I ramble about Nintendo Switch Online all the time.
Perfect.
Well, thank you again for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for being here.
Yeah, so happy holidays, everybody, and we will see you again in 2022.
Yep.
I think our first 2022 episode will be a Game of the Year spectacular, so look forward to that, and other fun things planned.
I expect Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Exploration Team DX to come out late next year. I'm gonna bet on it. And if it doesn't happen, right, I'll cry.
We're gonna pin that as like the 2022 like prediction, like just out of left field. It just happens.
Yeah.
The patterns are there. They did a sequel hook. I did that like billboard with all the lines that connect random conspiracies. That shows that there will be a Mystery Dungeon game next year, or else I will, I don't know, turn into a Nickit or a Pokemon I hate.
You heard it here first.
I will change my persona to Nickit, the awful fox Pokemon from Galar. If there's no Mystery Dungeon.
You heard it here first. That's the prediction, and we'll catch you next time on the Nintendo Pipeline Podcast. Thank you.
Bye.